pleasure. What is loved brings distress, and what is loved also brings fear. Without love for things, wherewith the distress, and wherewith the fear? Affection brings distress, and affection also brings fear. Without any affection, wherewith the distress, and wherewith the fear? Covetousness brings distress, and covetousness also brings fear. If one is freed from any covetousness, wherewith the distress, and wherewith the fear? When one longs for the doctrine and moral conduct is fulfilled, when one is utterly sincere and knows shame, and when one approaches the path in one's personal conduct, one is held dear by the crowd. When it is possible that desire does not arise, when one thinks what is right and tells it so, and when one's mind is free from covetousness, one is certain to cross the stream and be delivered. The righteous. One who is constantly compassionate and fond of study, who behaves with right thoughts and cherishes precious wisdom, he or she is said to be in the path. A so-called learned one is not necessarily eloquent. One who is without fear and apprehension and guards what is wholesome is a learned one. One is not called an elder because of his advanced age. Although his or her appearance is mature and hair white, he or she may just be foolish. But one who cherishes the doctrine of the truth, who is self-controlled and benevolent, and whose knowledge and understanding are pure, he or she is an elder. One is called upright not when one is as beautiful as a flower, or is one who jealously covets vain ornaments, and whose words differ from his conduct, but who can discard evil after cutting off its roots, who is wise and without hatred, he is said to be upright. One whose thoughts are unconditioned and whose internal behavior is pure, one who is tranquil here and everywhere, he or she is a sage. A so-called possessor of the path refers to someone who saves not a single being but the whole world, doing no harm in the path. When one is versed in the doctrine, it does not mean he is eloquent. He may have little learning. But if he personally relies on his conduct according to the doctrine, and if he keeps the path and does not forget it, he is versed in the doctrine.